Imagine giving a brand new intern the keys to a multi-million dollar data center, pointing at the main power switch and walking away. It sounds like a total nightmare, right? When companies first move to the cloud, they often make a massive mistake. They give out wide open access because it's easier. But without boundaries, the cloud quickly turns into the Wild West. A developer spins up an incredibly expensive database in a wrong region. A junior admin accidentally deletes a production network connection, and suddenly the business is completely halted. You cannot run an enterprise on hope. You need rules. Welcome to the chapter 17. I am Minhaj, your guide to success, and you're listening to the audiobook series of AZ900. And today we are going to explore Azure Policy, Role-Based Access Control, and Resource Lock, the vital grid lines that protects your digital city from human errors. Let's start with enforcement. How do you make sure people follow corporate rules automatically? You use Azure Policy. Azure Policy don't care who you are. It cares about compliance. It acts like an automated compliance officer. You can create a policy that says no one is allowed to create a virtual network outside of a central India region. If a manager tries to deploy a massive server in East US, Azure Policy steps in, blocks the deployment, and flashes an error message. It enforces standard rules across your entire environment. But what if you need to deploy a brand new environment for a new department and it needs to have the exact same policies, access control, and networking templates right out of the box? You use Azure Blueprints. A blueprint allows you to package up your resource groups, policies, and code templates so you can stamp out perfectly compliant environment repeatedly. The exam insight. If the question focuses on enforcing corporate rules, restrictions, and compliance across the resource, the answer is Azure Policy. Now that the general laws are set, how do we handle permissions for individual people? We use role-based access control. A role-based access control is built on the absolute core principle of security, least privilege. You only give a person the exact amount of access they need to do their job and absolutely nothing more. Instead of making everyone a global administrator, you assign specific scope rules like a reader, contributor, and owner. A reader can look around and see things, but they cannot change or touch a single setting. A contributor can create a new server, delete old ones, and modify settings, but they cannot grant others access. Owners have total control. They can manage resource and grant permission to others. The exam insight. Role-based access control manages who has access, what they can do with that access, and where those permissions apply. But let's say someone is an owner, they have full access, they are working late, they are tired, and they mistakenly click delete on your primary production database. Can role-based access control stop them? No, because they are an owner. To stop accidental disasters from your most powerful accounts, Azure gives you Resource Lock. A lock is simple, incredibly powerful shield you snap onto a resource. There are two types you must know: cannot delete and read only. In cannot delete, user can read and modify the resource, but they cannot delete it until someone explicitly removes the lock first. In read only, user can look at the resource, but they cannot modify it or delete it. It is frozen in time. Even if you are the ultimate global administrator of entire company, Azure will stop you and say action denied. This resource is locked. It forces you to take breath and think and manually remove the lock before you're doing something dangerous. The exam insight. If a scenario talks about preventing accidental deletion or modification of critical resource, the answer is always resource lock. The Wild West is officially tamed. With policies enforcing the law, role based access control managing the keys, and locks preventing your most vital systems, your cloud environment is secure, predictable, and highly disciplined. You are not just reacting to the mistakes, you are building an environment where major mistakes are structurally impossible to make. This brings us to the final horizon. In our next chapter, chapter 18, we reach the end of our journey. We will look at the ultimate shield of privacy, compliance, and sovereignty. Sovereignty. Azure Trust Center, privacy and compliance. I am Minhaj, your guide to success, and you're listening to the AZ900 audiobook series, chapter 17, at the Planet Tech. Lock down your resources, keep your grid lines high, and I'll see you in the grand finale.